You were watching NFL Daily by Chat Sports, and today's show, I'm going to rank the 2020 quarterbacks from worst all the way up to the number one player. But the number 32 quarterback on my list, New England Patriots, it's not Tom Brady, it's Jarrett Stidham. And I'm hoping that he's a little bit better than what I'm expecting, but I don't have a lot of hope for the fourth-round pick. Let's now go to number 31, Dwayne Haskins. I think he got kind of the short end of the stick last year, maybe with the new offseason, maybe with the new head coach. You add a few more pieces around him, maybe he can be a little bit better. At number 30, and this is where we're going to get into a little bit more of a debate, Mitchell Trubisky of the Chicago Bears, because obviously did not have that good of a season. And when you're considered, well, he was drafted before Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson, that is something that we're always talking about. But I was talking to my man Harrison Graham, who does a great job over on our Bears channel, and he was like, are you sure that Mitchell Trubisky is going to be the week one starter? So I was like, okay, man, let's settle this debate here. You can type MT for Mitchell Trubisky, or you can type NF, Nick Foles. Now, I love NF the rapper, not so crazy about the quarterback, but if you haven't subscribed to our Bears-only channel, you can do it below. It's at youtube.com/BearsNow. Let's now go to number 29, to Rod Taylor, where, again, you are going to have a little bit of debate here. Why? Because the Los Angeles Chargers, and they went out and drafted Justin Herbert out of Oregon at number 6 overall in this year's draft. So guess what we're going to do here at Chat Sports? We talk sports, we debate them just as well, because our shows are just about you as much as it is about me. So type TT for Tyrod Taylor, or I want you to type JH for Justin Herbert. Because when you look at his career, 2018, 2019, those were obviously his better years. Now, he dealt with some injuries early on, but it's very hard to find a quarterback who's at least played 4 years of college football. And hey, Herbert, I think he's actually a pretty solid product. Let's now go to number 28, Minshew Mania, the mustache. I kind of wish I would have saved mine, but you know what, Gardner, I know he's going to be able to hold it down there in Jacksonville. I just think if he can continue to play well, I don't know if he's ever going to be this slam dunk of a quarterback, but I think the Jags actually found a decent value in Minshew. At number 27, I'm going to go with Tua. I love that the Dolphins went out and drafted him number 5 overall. It was no surprise for us here at Chat Sports, and it's one of the reasons why we've been showing Tua jerseys for a long time. If you want to go get yours, you can go to chatsports.com/jersey deal. So let's go from number 27. We're going to dive in now to number 26, and I know a lot of my friends back home are going to get mad at me for this ranking. Daniel Jones, not too crazy about Danny Dimes. I think we started to see a little bit of that downward play that wasn't too crazy about them drafting him number 8 overall back in 2019. Number 25, Drew Lock, got a lot of new weapons there with Jerry Jeudy, with KJ Hamler. I really like their tight end in Noah Fant, but again, I am not fully sold on Drew Lock. So this show is all about arguing in the comments section. That's what I want. We're talking about quarterbacks, and I want you to let me know who is the worst starting quarterback in the NFL. Now, if maybe I leave a player's name off the list, you can also yell at me for that too. So go down and tell me who is the worst starting quarterback in the NFL. At number 24, this might have been one of the hardest rankings for me because do I love Joe Burrow? Yes. Did he have arguably the best college football season ever? Yes, he did. And the issue is, though, I have yet to see him play in the NFL, but the numbers don't lie. I mean, when you're looking at a national champion, you're looking at a Heisman winner, and the reason why I do have Joe Burrow ranked over a lot of already NFL quarterbacks is because I think he's a winner. And I don't care that he's at the Cincinnati Bengals. I think with A.J. Green there, with Joe Mixon, they have some good pieces. That's why he's at number 24. Let's go now to 23, Sammy Darnold. And, you know, there's games where Darnold sees ghosts, and he could probably be ranked number 33 on this list. Or there's actually some times where he shows a lot of upside. Now, I don't have a lot of confidence in Adam Gase, but if the Jets can start to do the right things, I like what they have in Denzel Mims. Maybe Le'Veon Bell does play a little bit better, but he's number 23 here on my list. At number 22, Phillip Rivers. He's got a new home. And I'll be honest, before I even did the show, I still had a Chargers logo next to his name because it's still so surreal to me that this man is playing football with another team. Now, you got Phillip, who in 2018, 2017, 2016 actually made the Pro Bowl. Does that really mean too much? No, I mean, it's the NFL, it's the Pro Bowl. In 2019, though, struggled a little bit. Can he bounce back? The real question is, what's more likely, him to bounce back or for him to have another kid? You let me know. At number 21 here, you got Teddy Bridgewater, another new home for Teddy. And He went 5-0 last year with the Saints. I think he's going to find it's a little bit more difficult in Carolina, but he's number 21 on my list. Now, this is the question, right? This is the $1 million question, or maybe it's only like $500. I'm not quite sure. But I want you to name the best quarterback in the NFL, and I'm going to make this the pinned comment. So scroll on down and let me know. Okay, Jared Goff comes in now at number 20, which is kind of a far cry from where we had him ranked last year when we did our quarterback rankings. He did not play well in the Super Bowl, and ever since then, he's kind of played like he's a little bit hungover. Speaking of hangovers, Baker Mayfield had an absolutely insane 2018 rookie year, throwing for 27 touchdowns. But 2019, he just, I think, made way too many Hulu commercials, grew out the mustache. It didn't look very good. But this is the year because he's got plenty of talent around him with Jarvis Landry, OBJ, Austin Hooper. I mean, the list goes on, plus Nick Chubb. Baker, if you're watching the show, you better turn up this year because there's no reason why you should be number 19 in my opinion. At number 18, you got Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills. And if Josh Allen can play up to where I think he could, this Buffalo Bills team is going to be really tough to beat. But the reason why he's over Baker is because of the legs. Let's now go to number 17 here on my list. You got Kyler Murray. And I love me some Kyler Murray. Very, very talented quarterback. I love what he's able to do. Year 2, if I had a dark horse MVP candidate, I might even say that Kyler Murray might be one of the most fun prospects to go out and win the MVP this year. Speaking of fun, I don't know about you, I love deals, right? I'm all about finding the best deal. Chatsports.com/jersey deal. You can get jerseys for under $80. And yes, you can get the rookie ones. I just showed you Tua. If you want the new Tom Brady jersey, it's under $80. If you want a Sam Darnold jersey or any single jersey of your favorite NFL team's quarterback, all you got to do, it's simple. Go to chatsports.com/jersey deal. It'll be in the comments. It'll be in the descriptions. I got you guys covered. You're welcome. At number 16, you got Jimmy Garoppolo of the San Francisco 49ers. And I think Jimmy G does kind of get thrown under the bus a little bit once in a while because he's the 49ers quarterback. And yes, they lost the Super Bowl. But again, you're looking at somebody who I do think needs to limit the bad interceptions because every quarterback's going to throw INTs. It's just you got to limit the really bad ones. We're going to go from Jimmy Garoppolo to the quarterback that used to be kind of near him, but now he's got a new home in Las Vegas. It's Derek Carr. And any single time I talk about Derek Carr, people are going to sit there and point the finger at the losses because guess what? They are very glaring. For a career record of 39-55, he's got the second most losses through his first 6 seasons. The only person that has more, and I chuckle, it's actually his brother with 56. But he did have a career high in yards last year. He did have a career high in completion percentage. He's got a new weapon in Henry Ruggs. But let's be honest, we're debating here. So again, go down in the comments section and let me know. I know we have a lot of 49ers watchers, and I know we have a lot of Raiders watchers. So let's settle this debate. Type DC for Derek Carr or JG for Jimmy Garoppolo. The Pittsburgh Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger, he is next on my list of my top 2020 NFL quarterbacks. And if he can stay healthy, there's no reason why he can't be top 10. My issue with Ben is I've seen pictures. I don't think he did too much during the Big C. So, Big Ben, hopefully you're not Big Ben. At number 13, you got Ryan Tannehill and of the Tennessee Titans. And I like Tannehill because I think 13 is a fair value for him, considering the fact that he is the game manager. They are not going to win football games on the back of Tannehill, but they think they can lose them. And when he came in for Marcus Mariota, I earned a lot of respect for him. But he's number 13 here on my list. So if you're an NFL fan, and if you love debating and talking about the NFL, I want you to hit that sub button. Here at Chat Sports, I'm kind of known as the master debater, so if you want to debate with me in the comments, all you got to do is scroll on down and let me know who are the best quarterbacks. Bottom line, though, I joke. Seriously, though, hit that sub button. At number 12, you got Kirk Cousins, who I don't know if he's a debate of the day in his life. So I think when you look at what he's able to bring to this Vikings team, he's solid. The reason why, though, he is still only a number 12 quarterback to me, I want to see what he does without two great options because he no longer has Stephon Diggs. You ready? Dak Prescott, he's number 11, and I know I've said for a while here on NFL Daily that I don't think he's a top 10 quarterback, and actually, this isn't a shot at Dak. This is just more of us being right now spoiled with a lot of really talented quarterbacks in the NFL. Like, if you want to make an argument for Dak being in the top 7, I'd be okay with it. But guess what? This is my show, and if you want to yell at me, you can do that. So Dak is number 11 coming off a career year, over 4,900 yards. He had the 30 touchdowns, but I do have him behind Matthew Stafford because, in my opinion, when fully healthy, Matthew Stafford is a better quarterback, and last season was on pace for about 5,000 yards and was on pace for 39 touchdowns and doesn't have nearly the talent of a guy like Dak. Number 9, Matt Ryan. And Matty Ice, there's a part of me that wonders if there is starting to be a little bit of a drop-off. However, I will still take Matt Ryan in my top 10. So we're now getting into my top 8 quarterbacks of 2020. At number 8, you have Carson Wentz of the Philadelphia Eagles, the city of brotherly love. And I know a lot of people from Philly, and I know some people can be pretty harsh on Carson. Bottom line, when fully healthy, he is talented. Carson, you just got to stay healthy. Tom Brady, he's got a new home at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I know expectations, they are sky high. The ticket sales, they're telling me that. He signed a 2-year, $50 million deal with Tampa, and the 43-year-old, or going to be 43 in August, can he still play at that high level? He's got his old friend back in town in Rob Gronkowski. He's got Mike Evans. He's got Chris Godwin. He's got O.J. Howard. I mean, he's got an unbelievable offense. And if you want an unbelievable deal, go to chatsports.com/jersey deal. You can get a Tom Brady jersey or any quarterback's jersey for that matter for under $80. Now, Tom Brady is number 7 on my list, but then I think there is actually a little bit of a teardrop. And at number 6, I have Aaron Rodgers. And I know that he had a little bit of a down year last season, but the Green Bay Packers did go 13-3. I still think that he's a very talented quarterback, but he is still behind, in my opinion, one of the best to ever do it, and I hope he sooner or later gets an MVP because I think Drew Brees 100% deserves it. And he's got some talented options with Michael Thomas, but now he has that plan B. Can I say that? Yep, we're going to go with it. Plan B with Emmanuel Sanders now. He's got a great running game in Alvin Kamara, but Drew Brees, the fact that it's 4 straight years of a completion percentage above 70, I know he's 40 years old. And I know there's going to be some people that tell me, Mitch, we've already seen the decline in Drew Brees. I'm just going to respectfully disagree. And if you want to disagree, guess what? I want you to get at me on Instagram. It's at Mitchell Renz 365. So I check my DMs. I check what y'all have to say. And if you like my rankings, great. But I know the only way that I'm going to get a DM from this show is if you don't like them. So what I want you to do so I can see it is DM me the word quarterback, and then you can y'all yell at me. All right, it's time to get in out of my top 4 quarterbacks here entering 2020. Deshaun Watson. And I feel kind of bad for Watson because he's got to deal with Bill O'Brien, and Bill O'Brien traded away his best asset in DeAndre Hopkins. But there's not too many players when they step on a football field, and I think they are the most talented dude on the field. 21-10 record the last 2 seasons for the Texans, and when you have somebody that can do it with his arm and do it with his legs and show up when it matters the most, that's why he's top 4 on my list. But you want to talk about mobile. Yeah, it's Lamar Jackson, the 2019 NFL MVP, who not only led the league with 36 passing touchdowns, he also just ran up the scoreboard if you play fantasy football. 1,206 rushing yards. That is the most ever by a quarterback. It is the second time in NFL history that a quarterback has rushed for over 1,000 yards. The only other guy to do it, maybe you heard of him, it's Michael Vick. Lamar Jackson, no, I'm going to make this role. You can't use him on Madden. Number 2, you got Russell Wilson, who the reason why I put Russell Wilson over Lamar Jackson is simply because he's been doing it for a lot longer. And I will make this argument that I think Russell Wilson is the most valuable player to his team, period. Now, last season, the Seahawks, they had only 2 Pro Bowlers. One of them was Wilson. Last season, the Ravens, they had 12. When you look at the fact that the Seahawks have had 9+ wins in 8 straight seasons, when you look at 7 out of the last 8 years, they've had 10+ wins. I don't want to just say wins is a quarterback stat, but when it comes to the Seattle Seahawks, wins is a Russell Wilson stat. So the number 1 quarterback on my list, it's not too special. It's Patrick Mahomes, and I don't know what you want me to do, right? I mean, you're looking at a quarterback, and I hate the term generational type of talent, but in fact, I do think Patrick Mahomes is a generational type of talent. And when you see the amount of points that this man can put up in a short amount of time, go ask the Texans, right? I mean, they were up 24-0. You blink your eyes, and Patrick Mahomes is now in the lead. Super Bowl, you're losing basically the entire game. 21 points put on you in the 4th quarter. What he can do that nobody else can is he's got an incredible arm. He's incredibly mobile. And just go look at his 2018 stats because 50 touchdowns for a player who's realistically was a rookie is absolutely insane. And then you're looking at the wins, including the playoffs. It's 28-8. But again, what is this show about? Debating, right? So let's debate. I don't want to say let's debate together because I might lose my job. So Patrick Mahomes, type PM. Russell Wilson, type RW. Or Lamar Jackson, I want you to type LJ. Let me know who's the best quarterback in the NFL. So I'm going to show you my top 4 quarterbacks one more time. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of fun here. And remember, you can always yell at me on Instagram. It's @MitchellRenz365.